Bearcats in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Bearcats will put total leather and we'll get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Arizona's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
So Cincinnati's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Walker. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
The screen game for this offense, man, it's a feel thing, like when to call it and when you can anticipate somebody being aggressive, and they pick the right time, man. They hit the defense, 3rd down, big play, slip it right behind the linebackers, make the play, and get the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
2nd down coming up.
The Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Going for it all. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Makes the grab, it's Burnett. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Fafita. They've got the screen set up. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, he got nothing. He got no gain. Great job by the defense understanding the situation, understanding, they're not trying to block me. They're trying to make me run upfield. No, sir. Good job being smart, gap sound, not letting the screen beat him. Nowhere to go.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Arizona! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And the Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Give to the running back. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. He'll pull it down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Power football with the run. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Looking to pass, it's Fafita. Got his man. Really short gain on that one, defense all over it.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Catch in the middle. It's Hudson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
And the Wildcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Fafita. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Hunter. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Gonna run it. It's Walker. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Makes the grab. It's Caldwell. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
The Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
They'll leave it with him.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
The Bearcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To throw, it's Sorsby. Flips it out on the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
They punted away on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Makes the catch. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The give on the option. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And the Bearcats look to keep this drive humming. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense, and it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Now, 4th down.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the ground with the back. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Grabs it in the middle. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Back to throw. It's Fafita. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The sure hands, it's Burnett. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hudson. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another first down. Into the house. Touchdown, Arizona. That touchdown gives this team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's got it on the right. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The give to the tailback. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there has been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree.
Timeout, Arizona.
The Bearcats send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Back open in the middle. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll test the right side. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Back to pass, it's Fafita. Caught close to the marker, it's Hunter. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the Wildcats are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch, it's Hudson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got a man, it's Burnett. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Arizona runs out the punt team. Oh my, he just shanked that one. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Leaves it with the running back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Running back searching for a hole. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down coming. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Whips it out in the flat. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it past the marker.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The Bearcats just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pryor. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
And the Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice game. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Smashes through the tackle, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. To the air, it's Sorsby. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. 3rd and short, the whole menu's open, but they were ready. They saw the pass coming, tight coverage in the back end, and the quarterback had no choice but to throw the football away.
They're going to go for it on 4th down, and remember, from this spot, they can get a 1st down without scoring a touchdown. Quarterback on the keeper. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They march 72 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Connection to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Dumps it to the back. It's complete.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Oh, what a cut! Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Wildcats have a lot of options on second and inches. They'll give it to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And the Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Picks up the first down, still moving. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. He's got him. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Trying play action. Makes the grab on the shuffle. Breaks into the open. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. To the air, it's Sorsby. He's got his man across the middle. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Got a man. It's Caldwell.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Caught over the middle, it's Allen. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Looking for room at the 30. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Dropping back, it's Sorsby. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, spin move. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to him on the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Grab behind the line. It's Hudson.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Finds his tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
The give on the counter. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play action fake. using the quick game. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Quick completion to the right. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Finds the tight end. Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. off play action. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field. I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
To the air. It's Fafita. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burnett. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, not a lot the defense can do on that play. They got a curl route, and they're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
Arizona going back to work with another first down. Gonna look downfield again. Caught behind the line. It's Burnett. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hunter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Wildcats come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Out of the shotgun on third down. Gonna take a shot. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
They kick it away on fourth down. He gets a block. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line, third down, touchdown.
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it in the middle, it's Hudson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Fafita. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
The run from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Burnett. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the 1st down marker. Get in there and get it.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Makes the grab. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now there he goes! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. The lone back's got it. Got enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Sorsby. Touchdown, Bearcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Hudson. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Hudson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Dropping back, it's Fafita. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. With the catch, it's Burnett. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Wants to throw. It's Fafita. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Sometimes you'll hear guys derisively say, well, he just piles up numbers. When the number gets close to 450, that's worth doing.
And that's why they throw it as much as they do, because they've got a difference maker playing the quarterback position. He gives them a chance to be explosive and light up the scoreboard.
Touchdown, Arizona! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
That makes the score Arizona 42, Cincinnati 35.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run, and this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
And the Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Now on 1st down from the 40. Handoff from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the 4th quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Quick strike complete. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Arizona comes out with another 1st down. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ball game? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
It's 1st down from the 11. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They march 72 yards, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Gets it to him on the screen. Spins away from the defense. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Turning it on! And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Here's a heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
It's a curious play call offensively to try to throw after that great gain on the ground the snap before. If you're winning in the trenches up front, keep it going. Let the big fellas go to work. I don't like the idea of throwing the ball there.
The Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Pryor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Listen, the defense gave up a couple of yards, but they're happy to give that up because they know the clock is still ticking. They're trying to bleed this thing. If you want to throw it over the middle of the field inbounds, they'll give that to you all day.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Royer. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to pass, it's Sorsby. Right on the money.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
And the Bearcats can really attack on this second and short. Wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Walker. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Gets rid of it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic, because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Trying play action. Got his man quickly. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming.
Now, fourth down.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Final seconds of the game. They can just take a knee and eliminate all of the drama.
And you're exhaling, too, at this point, because this was a hard-fought football game, David. It could have gone either way. At the end, it was this team that made the most plays, made the fewest mistakes, and they've earned this victory formation.
And by the way, there's nothing more frustrating in the world than playing defense when they take knees. Like, it's a helpless feeling. There's nothing you can do. You have so much rage inside you just want to hit somebody so hard, and they're just taking a knee, and you just got to take the L.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And there's nothing better than victory formation on another person's field when it's really quiet. They've been loud, screaming all game, and now you know and they know this one's over, and there's nothing they can do about it.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Not sure why they're not content to just take the W. Finds him out of the backfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.